What's up, guys?
It's happening.
Another episode of the What's Your Thoughts? And
What's your thoughts?
So mine this week is going to be Cerakote guns and kind of like that gun theme. You know, you've got the whole Mario Duck Hunter gun, shotgun, the zapper. So, and I've thought about doing some different ones, but that's a topic I want to talk about is not only theme guns, but, you know, how the Cerakote holds up and how do you like the Cerakote? What's your thoughts?
My favorite is I love that little high pitched snare.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
That's like the catchiest
It's like the little
tune
marching
ever.
band.
I don't know what it is.
It's like
Every
impossible not to
time. We're
dance
just sitting
to.
there doing this. So, Cerakote. I think what brought this topic to my attention is on the trip we took to Oklahoma. You know, we've always thought it'd be funny to do my 20 gauge in a Brahms edition.
The Brahms
And
gun.
I want so bad to do it. I want to do the Brahms gun. But the only thing I think is kind of holding me up is Brahms is going to be like that pink blue, almost like a retro
She's
looking.
gonna be bright.
She's going to be bright. And, you know, panel blind situation, it doesn't really faze me too much. But when you start talking about layouts or being in a, you know, in a swamp, timber, whatever, I kind of iffy about having this big old bright neon glowing, you know, gun out there.
Yeah.
You picked a good topic when you did the zapper, you know, the little Nintendo gun. I think it's a hit. Everybody loves that thing when they see
Yeah.
it. But it's, you know, it's got some reds in it, but the bulk
Overall,
of it
it's just
is like
gray.
a gray.
Yeah.
So it blends pretty
don't
good.
stick out
It's,
really
it's not
bad.
bright pink,
Yeah.
you know. So, and I know you got a chance to have a couple of your guns Cerakoted, and I think Judge probably got one getting Cerakoted right now because he gets his Cerakoted.
Judd went and got one in the Hawaiian flowers.
He would do.
He's got like fluorescent Hawaiian flower gun now.
But he gets one Cerakoted like once a week, don't he?
Seems like it. I think he redoes a couple every year.
So I haven't actually got one done yet, and that was the Brahms was the topic we were talking about doing for mine. But I know you've got a couple of yours done, and wanted to kind of touch base on that for somebody that may be looking to get into that, looking to, you know, do either a themed gun or just maybe get, you know, basic colors. They want to get Cerakote done. I know some of the people we talk to preach about it. They love it. Yours, I feel like you're 12. One of your guns haven't had any issues. It's been doing great.
The 12 has been great. I have had a little issues out of the 20.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that comes down to just when I think we talked about like some of the Cerakote may have got on some of the mechanical aspects and parts of the gun that have caused it to be a little not stuck, but just kind of it's not smooth anymore. And I don't think that's something to scare people off of it because I think that may have just been a random thing.
Oopsie.
Yeah, an oops type
Maybe.
thing that happened. Like I said, because your 12 hasn't given you any issues whatsoever, and it's been what you've had it Cerakoted for 2 years now.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, so I mean, it hasn't given you the single slightest bit of issue. I know that some of the guns when you buy them, I think your gun was a prime example. Like my 12 has got, you know, the camo wrap on it, but you just got the black one, and it doesn't. The coating that's on those guns, and a lot of guns I've seen do that, don't really. It's not super durable, especially
Not
when
at
you're
all.
you know leaning it against a blind, or especially I think panels is where it really gets in there because you're just sliding that thing up and down the foot bar
Layouts.
or layouts. I'm sorry. You're sitting there sliding it up and down. So I think it takes a beating on that barrel sometimes. But I feel like your Cerakote's held up pretty fair.
It's been pretty good.
Pretty fair to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, for sure, if you got a gun that's just a black gun, even if you want to keep it black,
We're not talking about blued. We're talking about a coated gun.
just right. I would highly suggest, even if you want to keep it black, go get it Cerakoted black.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the plastic parts, but mainly I'm talking about the barrel. Because whatever they paint those with or coat it with or whatever is garbage. Like, and I mean, and I even, because like the first hunt I took it on when I first got that gun was in a layout, and I mean, it looked like a beaver chewed on the end of that barrel, like by one hunt. And I could even show you, like, I can take my fingernail and scratch the barrel.
Yeah.
Like, that's how poor it is. Yeah. And so a gun like yours that's camoed, that's actually been, you know, dipped,
Or wrapped,
that's a lot definitely a lot more durable material, and but I would highly suggest it on anybody that's running a black gun, just for the sake of the durability side of it.
I want to get one Cerakote so bad, man. Like I said, my 12 he's got the camo on it, so I don't really need to. I mean, I thought about just stripping that off and trying to do something with it. But the 20 is the one I can't make my mind up. That's my biggest problem. I can't make my mind up what I want. But I think it's great that people get these guns Cerakote, like BP got the old racing flag. Well, he got the checkered flag on his. What's he called? The finisher or whatever. What's he calling that thing?
Finish
line. And I think it's great because, think about everything growing up as a kid, whether it was BMX bikes we were into, you got into cars when you got your license, everything's personalized.
Yeah.
And what better way to, take that into the hunting world? I mean, there's not a whole lot of stuff you're going to personalize.
Sure.
I mean, there's people that do their own decoys, stuff like that, but personalizing that gun, and it's definitely a topic starter in the blind, especially when you're hunting with new guys. You break out the old Zapper, son, and everyone's like, dang, look at that thing. So it's definitely a hot topic in the blind, and I really want to do one. I need to start making my mind up.
That was kind of my thoughts behind that one. Was I'd seen a bunch of people that had done them with pistols.
Yeah.
But I was like, which makes sense, where the Zapper, the actual controller was like a pistol, but it was a duck hunting game, and I'm like, to me, it seems perfect to do that on a shotgun that you're going to actually duck hunt with. And I'd never seen nobody actually do it with a long gun. So, matter of fact, I think I had posted a picture on it on the 910 page. It's been a couple months ago now, and I had just one guy. He was like, dang it. He was like, I just dropped mine off to get the Zapper done because I'd never seen anybody else do it.
Gotcha.
Like, I beat you, buddy.
Well, I don't know if anybody's got a Brahms gun, but I'm sure I'm the only one thinking about it.
I guarantee nobody's got a Brahms gun.
I mean, as much as I'd have to worry about hiding that thing, how awesome would it be to be out in Oklahoma hunting with those guys? Just, rip that Brahms gun right out the sleeve. Like,
I can see the video clip now, slow-mo clip of you pulling it out the gun sleeve.
Cheeseburger in one hand.
This would be the Brahms commercial.
I mean, for if anybody's going to get a Brahms gun, it would be fitting for me because I prayed to the Brahms gods. I'm ready for it right now. So it's I love that place. So it'd be fitting for me to have.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's plenty of people that do them. A couple places in town that do them, and it's just one of those. I need to make my mind up and do it. And I guess the great thing for someone who's listening that might be interested in doing Cerakote is that, yes, the Brahms, I have my worries on the bright colors and stuff. The great thing is
definitely think that's something to take into consideration. Think about what you're planning on doing with that gun.
But also, I think another thing to keep from scaring people from that is you can change it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Judd. He changes his all the time.
Absolutely.
So if you might try it for a season, if it becomes a problem, pick another theme, pick another color scheme. That's the great thing is you can personalize it. And it's not like you're layering coat after coat after coat. I mean, these people are stripping them down. And if anything, your gun's getting a heck of clean out of it.
Yeah.
Probably the cleanest it's ever been. So I don't think it's a bad thing to get it redone or to change it up.
Yeah,
it's the way you personalize what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
if anybody in the Wilmington area, we did ours through Cape Fear Cerakote, Rich.
Yep.
I can't think of his last name, but I know his name's Rich. Check him out. He does pretty good work. Not just shotguns. I mean, handguns, rifles, whatever. He does it all. But I definitely think it's one of them. Like, I like the Cerakote. I can't say that like every gun I buy from here on out, I'm going to have that done.
It's nice to have that one theme gun. But I think that's cool.
I mean, I think it's and that's like two of my guns are done, and one of them's just solid colors, and then the other one's an actual like theme gun or whatever. But I definitely think if you're on the fence about it, you should definitely give it a try.
Yeah.
Pros and cons, like I said, I do got the 20 gauge that has had it. I really haven't had any cycling issues with it. It's just the bolt just don't feel as good as it used to.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just maybe I need some good grease in there. Like, I've tried to take it apart and clean it as good as I can and get some of that excess coating off of it.
It doesn't even necessarily feel gritty. It just feels stiffer. It doesn't flow really. But do you have any cycling issues?
No, I mean, I've had cycling issues with low brass on it, but any of the high brass that I'm shooting, I mean, that's inertia guns in general. But I feel like my 12, I've never had low brass issues. My 20, I have.
Yeah.
You know, but either way, not to scare anybody off, but it's just stuff to consider. I think there's definitely pros and cons to any of it for sure. But overall, I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
All right.
We're rating things now.
I don't know what we're doing. Judges say, all right, well, that pretty much covers it for that. That covers the bases. What's your thoughts?
If you got a good idea on a theme gun, let us know.
Oh yeah,
we might steal it. No, we're not going to steal it. Nate already knows what he wants to get. You're not.
Don't steal my Brahms. You steal my Brahms gun, I'm be
You know
mad.
what? I didn't even think about that. You might not should have put that out.
I better go get it done real quick before I post this. Don't steal my Brahms gun. I'll be mad.
We'll catch you on the next one.
See you.